You got it.
Right now? Oh! Looks like we're live. So welcome to Cooking with Dorothy. This is our third episode. In our first episode, we made protein balls, Complete Truth protein balls. And then last week, we made Complete Truth protein peanut butter cookies. This week, we are going to make some muffins. So I hope you've all subscribed to Cooking with Dorothy. And if you haven't, Drew will post a link in the comments so that you can subscribe, because then you'll get the recipe before the show, so you can follow along. You'll have all the ingredient list so you can follow along with me. Also, you must be subscribed to be entered into our draws. So we'll be announcing the winner of last week's draw. What was Michelle's book name again?
Wheel of Healing.
Wheel of Healer by Michelle Fondin. Did I say her name right?
Yeah, and
Fondin?
it's an Ayurvedic book.
It's a, I can't say that word. Ayurvedic book. So we'll announce the winner of Michelle's book at the end of this show. So stick around to see who the winner is, but also stick around to the end so you can be entered into the draw for next week's book. Next week's book is going to be Breathing Love, and it's a meditation book by Jenny Lee. And Drew did an interview with Jenny a little while ago.
Not too long ago.
Not too long ago, but a great book for meditation purposes. So, stick around to be entered into that draw. Am I missing any other announcements, Drew?
No, but I could, if you want me to get crazy, I could pull that off.
Sure. Drew will pull on an image of Jenny's book so that you can see what the draw is all about. So, if it's your first time tuning in, we do draws of books from Drew's radio show for this series of Cooking with Dorothy. Drew gets lots of books in the mail from authors that would like to be on Exploring Mind and Body, and we just think it's good energy to pass these books along, and who doesn't like winning? So that's kind of what we're doing throughout this 6-part series of Cooking with Dorothy.
That's right. So I just scrolled through to show you guys what exploringmindandbody.com looks like, and we're back here, Dorothy. You are on camera.
Am I doing a weird face?
No, I'm just letting you know that we're back. So if you guys, we're nationally syndicated, so we're all over the country, which is super exciting. All past shows are on exploringmindandbody.com, and we like to give away these books to you guys because they send them to us, and we want to share the love. So
you already shared the picture of her book?
Yep.
All right, that's what's up for grabs tonight. So all you have to do is stick around to the end of the show, and then make sure you're subscribed to Cooking with Dorothy. You can do that if you haven't already by clicking the link in the comments that Drew put up.
I did put, yep.
Going to put
I put that up. The only issue is that sometimes we don't know names from the list, right?
So if your email address doesn't reflect your name, for example, if mine was like butterfly72@gmail.com, then we don't have a name to associate to the email. So if that's the case, you can just send us a message, or you can say in the comments below, I am Panda Bear 20, or whatever. So because there's some email addresses that is not people's names, so we're not sure who it is.
Okay, we have Chantel in here. She said hello.
Hey, Chantel.
We have Louise in here.
Hey, Louise.
We have Tina Thomas is in here.
Hey, Tina.
And then we have a couple other people that are in and out. So if you guys are watching, be sure to say hi so we know you're here with us.
All right. So should we get into it, Drew? Is there any other thing I have to say?
You have to say. No,
Anything I'm missing?
You are good to go.
All right. So these muffins have a few more ingredients than our last 2 recipes. I was saying in our last 2 shows of Cooking with Dorothy, that Drew and I really like to make simple recipes with only a few ingredients. The muffins here do require a few more than the last 2 recipes, but it's still not outrageous amount of ingredients, and it's all ingredients that you should have at home. They're not hard to come by or anything like that. So I already mixed up my dry ingredients, and I'm going to show you guys how to mix your wet ingredients in the blender. And this isn't in the recipe, so if you're tuning in, it's one of my little secrets that we will share for the show. So a few tidbits of information about ingredients before we start. As always, we'll be using Complete Truth protein as our flour. It's gluten-free. gluten-free flour, and as if you've cooked or baked with if you've baked with CTP before, you know that it's a great substitute for flour. It can be replaced 1-for-1 in baking. It rises nice, it tastes nice, and it's going to add a little bit of a lot more nutrients to your baking as opposed to traditional or conventional white flour. So we're going to have healthy fats from the hemp seeds, and then healthy carbs from the quinoa, which will give your body energy. Along with that, we have protein, because they're both complete truth protein, and then lots of vitamins and minerals as well in there. So it's easy to convert. In this recipe, we do have 1 cup of complete truth protein, which is in my bowl already here, and then we have a 1/2 cup of oat flour. And the purpose that I did that was because some people find that using more than 1 cup of complete truth protein in baking gets to be a little bit too much price point wise. But if oat flour doesn't work for you, for example, if you have a gluten intolerance and aren't quite sure about oats, if they do say gluten free, you should be okay. But if you're still kind of not wanting to use oat flour, you could do an almond flour if nuts are okay. You could also just do another 1/2 cup of complete truth protein as well, if you're okay with that. And then we have flax in there, and we have our baking powder, baking soda, and our chocolate chips. So chocolate chips in the recipe, it calls for 1/2 cup, but Drew does not like that many chocolate chips. So we did reduce that to 1/4 cup of chocolate chips in our recipe. We wouldn't recommend that you go over 1/2 cup if you're a chocolate lover. 1/2 cup will be more than enough. But if you just want a little sprinkle, you can always reduce your chocolate chips as well. You'll want to make sure that you find a brand of chocolate chips that has very few ingredients and hopefully free of refined sugar. Usually on chocolate chips, the first ingredient is sugar. On the more conventional ones you find in the baking aisle. So just do a little bit of research, read the labels to make sure you're getting a healthier brand of chocolate chips. Enjoy Life is a good brand that we usually buy, and it just has 2 ingredients. The one we buy, cacao powder and cacao butter. So no refined sugar in these babies here.
We have Vanda just popped in.
Hey, Vanda!
Hi, Vanda. You guys have to let me know if you guys like this version here of the lower camera, or if you like this one here of the higher camera. So, Louise said 1 second. So, this one here, with the lower one, that's A, and this one here is B. So let us know which one you like, because Dorothy doesn't really like the lower one. And I kind of do.
Drew does like the lower one.
Louise said higher camera. Louise said chocolate chips are almost the best part of these muffins.
They are. I'm not even sure if I announced the kind of muffins we're making, but we're making banana chocolate chip muffins. And they are gluten-free because we're using complete truth protein in them and gluten-free oats. So I actually grounded up our own oats to make oat flour, which is, I wasn't sure it would work because we don't have our big fancy blender here. We just have, a regular blender, but they blend it up nicely and nice and fine. And these are, so they're gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, what else? Refined sugar-free.
Corn-free. A lot of people ask if there's corn and stuff. And then what was the other one? Oh, egg-free.
Egg-free. Yes, they are egg-free. So our...
Oh, nice, Chantel. Chantel said she likes the lower one when mixing, higher one when talking.
Ooh, so is this in the way, Drew?
Okay, I can make that happen. No, just leave it right there.
Leave it?
Oh, wait.
But if I'm mixing in the lower one.
You're mixing in the lower one. Nice, you're a producer today, Chantel. Higher, Vanda said higher, and then Tina said higher. So I'm horribly outnumbered. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for being on my side.
Hilarious. Okay, I'm out of here. You guys do this by yourself. I'm just kidding. Okay, when you mix, I'll drop it down.
I just mixed. fast.
I know. I was down.
Did you drop it down?
I'm down right now.
Oh.
Look at this camera when you're mixing. How many cameras you got on you right now?
Oh, there's so many cameras, you guys. I don't even know where I'm looking sometimes. And I think I said this in the last show, but in our very first show, Drew was like doing this to me. And I was like, what are you doing? But I didn't say anything on camera. And then after the show, I was like, by the way, Drew, no idea what this means. I have no idea what that means. And he's like, I was trying to tell you, look at the camera. I'm like, oh. Words along that with that would have helped.
We got Dallas in here.
Hey, Dallas.
Keep those hearts coming, guys. Make some hearts, some likes. If you guys have comments and questions, that helps the show. And it gives us an idea of what you like and enjoy as well. So keep them coming.
That's right. These muffins, too, I want to say, I thought of Grace when Dallas jumped on here. But these muffins are really good hit, or really big hit, I should say, with the kiddos. So I've made them numerous times for my kids at school, for my students at school. We just gobble them up, and some of our clients as well have made them for their kids, and they just can keep them in the house because they're so good. So we should move on to wet ingredients now. So I'm going to show you my little trick, because I usually do my wet ingredients in the blender. So for this recipe, it does call for 2 bananas, but this banana is quite big. So I'm just going to use 1 banana. If you have medium or small sized bananas, you'll probably want to use 2, but this guy's quite large. So I'm just going to put 1 in. And Drew, do you want the string here?
Gross. It's not a string, it's a banana hair.
Drew loves banana hairs. So I'm just going to break up the banana into the blender. Then we have half a cup of milk. I already measured everything out. Drew spilt my milk earlier. I was not impressed.
Oh, wait. Maybe we can use this camera now, guys.
What should I move out of the way, though?
Move the mixing bowl.
You know what I love about having an apron is I can do this.
Okay.
What should I move?
Well, this camera's looking that way. So
is it looking at me now?
Yeah, it's looking at you now.
Okay. So move this, maybe?
Yep.
And move this?
Yep.
Ah, how do you guys like it?
There we go. We're getting high tech on you guys.
We are getting high tech. So instead of butter or oil, we're using applesauce. It did call for, the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of applesauce, but I didn't have 2 1/4 cup measuring cups. So this is 1/3 cup. I just didn't fill it up the whole way. So, am I still looking here?
Yep.
So the applesauce replaces the butter. So you'll want to reduce the amount of applesauce if you're looking at a conventional recipe and it says 1/2 cup of butter, then you'll want to use 1/4 cup of applesauce because of the variation in the what do you call it, Drew? Consistency?
Yeah.
Variation in consistency of the two. One's a solid and one's more liquid. Honey we're using instead of refined sugar. You can use honey or maple syrup interchangeably. So in the recipe it says honey or maple syrup, so whatever you prefer. And then that conversion as well to refined sugar is 1/2 or less. So you can always go less. The banana should offer some sweetness too. So if you're looking at a conventional recipe that you want to adjust so it doesn't have refined sugar in it, you can just half the sugar. So if it says 1 cup of refined sugar, put 1/2 cup of honey or maple syrup. But in this case, you could even reduce that even more because of the banana is going to offer natural sugars as well. What am I missing? Vanilla.
Ask them, why don't they could comment on if you guys like to bake with applesauce, or sorry, if you like to bake with maple syrup or honey more. Let us know in the comments what you prefer.
What you prefer. We kind of do more honey, don't we?
I don't know about we.
Know.
I eat it. The tester has a very important job.
So which camera should I look at now?
Well, we can go up here.
All right. So let us know if you're a honey fan or a maple syrup fan, or if you like to mix it up.
And you should comment, maybe when you're done there, you should comment on the blender, because I think a lot of people see our other fancy blender and they're like, oh, I don't have one of those. I can't do this.
Oh, yeah. So this, of course, we're traveling. We're in our beach kitchen right now, so we don't have our big, fancy, high-powered blender. But we picked this one up.
$20.
$20.
Pow!
And you know what? I'm pretty surprised because, of course, it's not as efficient as the high-powered one in terms of speed and time, but it still is able. It was able to grind up the oat flour. It's been making pretty smooth smoothies, and we've even put dates in our smoothies. And you know, we're gonna blend up these wet ingredients the same way as a high-powered blender as well. So, if you know a fancy blender isn't in the budget, you can still have a $20 blender and do the same things as the high power blender. Is that what you're trying to get through?
Yeah, we got Louise said I prefer honey. Chantel says I use maple syrup, especially with protein balls. And then Dallas said syrup. And Vanda said, can you hear the screenshots, Vanda? Vanda said, are you taking more screenshots of Dorothy?
Vanda, did you see how horrible the last screenshot was? Any of you?
I don't think it was that bad.
I gave him heck on my personal page because I who posts a screenshot like that?
Dorothy always has these like crazy faces. Like I take like 10 screenshots and all of them are like that.
Well, I move my face around a lot.
Okay, fire that up.
Alright, I'm going to fire this up. Drew, give them something to talk about while this is going.
Okay. Oh, we can hear that.
Okay, I'm going to push smoothie on here. Oh, maybe not. You know what was so funny is when we first started using this blender, I didn't know how long to like blend stuff up because our other blender tells me when it's done blending. And I'm like, I don't know if it's done. But what I've started doing is just kind of like putting my spoon in there to make sure there's no chunks. And then, because sometimes I wasn't doing it long enough and there'd be like banana chunks or date chunks or something. We actually got these amazing dates at the farmer's market that are so soft. They blend up so nice. And the guy told us that, what did he tell us, Drew? He told us that about a week, it only takes them about a week before they start getting harder, right?
A month.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm wrong then.
Just making that up.
So he said you could leave, I thought he said after about a week to put them in the fridge.
I don't know. I thought he said I said, when are they going to get soft? And he said, hard. He said, not for a month. And I was like, really, a month? He said, yeah, these fresh ones will take longer. The ones in the store go really quick.
So the ones in the store that are super hard are longer old than a month.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's mix this up.
Let me pull some of these here. Vanda says I prefer maple syrup. I'm going to switch cameras. So we got a little bit. You're over here now.
Hello.
Then we have Sue jumped in here.
Hey, Sue.
Hi, Sue. Thanks so much for tuning in. Vanda said, I did, but you're always beautiful to me, Dorothy.
Aww, thank you.
And then Louise said, I like maple syrup, but it changes the flavor slightly, I think. Gives a maple flavor.
You know, it's funny because I had made a batch of protein balls for one of my friends, and she loved them so much that she wanted to make her own. So she bought herself a bag of CTP to make them every Sunday for her lunches. And the first Sunday, I said, how did it go? And she's like, mine don't taste the same as yours. I don't like them as much as yours. And then we found out I used maple syrup in the batch that she liked, and she used honey in her batch. So as soon as she switched that around, she liked them better. So I think it's interesting, too, if at first maybe you're not too keen on the healthy recipe, maybe try switching. Or if you use honey, try maple syrup and vice versa, and maybe it'll taste differently for you. Alright, so I like to start with half of my wet ingredients. Sometimes, when you're baking with bananas and maybe, what am I trying to say? Applesauce. Bananas, applesauce, honey, the healthier stuff. The measurements sometimes get a little off just because, maybe your banana is bigger, maybe your banana is smaller, things like that. So I always like to pour half of my wet ingredients first just to see, because sometimes we don't always need all of the wet ingredients. But what we do is if we had leftover wet ingredients, is we throw it into our smoothie later on that day or keep it in the fridge.
Chantel said you have a dog. You can hear that? We have very good audio going on here. That's the neighbor's dog, actually, Chantel. So no, we don't have a dog here.
We did not bring Max.
Want to?
All right.
Oh wait, I want to get a screenshot of you pouring. You guys ready for another screenshot?
Oh dear.
Dorothy, smile. See what happens? It's not my fault.
Oh man. Any of you guys watch Friends? Because there is a hilarious episode when, if you watch Friends, you'll know what I'm talking about. But two of the characters, Monica and Chandler, are trying to do their wedding or their engagement pictures, and Chandler gets smile. So his engagement pictures, he's like, oh, it was very funny. Anyway, let us know if you've seen that episode. If not, I would suggest looking that one up on YouTube because it's hilarious.
You guys are awesome. This is cool. This is like just hanging out with you guys. I love this. If you guys are, those hearts are awesome. Keep them coming. And there's a few people in here that are kind of coming in and out. We're not sure who that is. So if you're watching, let us know so we can.
Scared them away with my face.
Let us know so you can say hi.
All right, guys. So this is our batter. We didn't use eggs or anything, so it's egg-free, gluten-free, dairy-free. You can pretty much use any non-dairy milk that you want. If dairy is an issue for you, you can even use your dairy milk if that's something you consume. All right. So the batter should be a little bit heavier. Should be, I don't know the proper way to describe it. Probably like not so runny, little ploppy.
We have Kristen came in here from Good Witch Kitchen, and then Jimmy Knight. What's up, Jimmy? These guys are on Instagram. You guys were on Facebook Live right now. Also Instagram Live, so facebook.com/TrueFormLife. And then Facebookers were also on Instagram, so we just used Drew Tadia or Trueform Life. Let's go to that one.
Let's go over here. Before I spoon out the batter into the muffin tin, I just wanted to show you guys the muffin cups or the baking cups that we use. And we use the parchment paper ones, and these have really saved us because of the healthy baking, there's no butter, there's no oil, and the paper cups, it does tend to get a little bit sticky. So I wouldn't suggest using the paper cups because what we found was that the baking was actually getting stuck to the paper. Drew was actually like munching on the paper, right? And so then I started not using paper cups at all and just putting a little bit of coconut oil in each cup. And then I found these parchment paper cups. The coconut oil worked okay, but it was a little time consuming to get them out safely out of the cups without sticking as well. So these parchment paper cups are awesome. They are so easy to peel. So it just comes right off so nicely, and you have hardly any waste at all on your cup. So spend a little bit more cents, a few more cents. I don't know what the price difference is between the paper ones and these ones, but I highly recommend spending a little bit more for quality on those ones. It's going to make a big difference.
We got a couple comments here. Louise, we're talking about dates here. Louise said, I found in Florida... Sorry, guys. That's our neighbor's dog getting crazy out there. Not sure what's happening. I found in Florida the dates stayed soft way longer than they usually do here in Alberta. I think the warmth helps. With the warmth here, my dates in the cover are nice and soft. Awesome, Louise. Thank you for sharing that. Then we have Vanda that said, Drew won't let Dorothy have a dog, remember? It's true, Vanda. We travel way too much. You know what? I can't really say much right now because, but I think sometimes it's a bit sad when dogs are left home all day alone. That's just my standpoint. So when we're ready to be in one place and not travel so much, we'll definitely have a dog. Then we have Tamara. She said that episode was hilarious.
It was.
Clearly referring to the Friends episode. Thank you for tuning in.
Like this.
We're on that one.
Oh.
Okay. Look at that face. I'm going to take a screenshot of that face.
Right now?
No.
Oh.
I was kidding. Lindsay said, yes, I made the mistake with paper cups. The thicker tinfoil cups work okay too.
Oh, tinfoil cups.
Thanks for tuning in, Lindsay Luff. We're way out there. What time is it there? 6:30 here, so it's 7:30 in Alberta.
4 hours.
Is it 10:30 there, Lindsay?
That's commitment.
And
Lindsay and I have been friends since forever. She might be my first friend.
And then we have Vanda said parchment paper liners are amazeballs.
Amazeballs. They really are. I can't say enough about them. So, Drew, I meant to do a little challenge before I start scooping these in. Normally, my muffin... Are you on this one?
I could be.
Normally, my muffin tin is like littered with dots that I've spilled. And I was gonna bet Drew something I forgot, though. I was gonna bet him that I would be able to do all of the muffin cups without getting any on the tray.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
There's no way. Should I hold this up so they
Well,
can see the top?
I haven't gotten anything. This one could be questionable, but I still don't think it touched.
Yeah, I'll hold that up when she's done because I don't want to have a shaky camera for you guys.
Then they can judge.
Lindsay said, yes, 10:30 p.m. working a night shift so I can tune in.
Nice.
Awesome, Lindsay. While Dorothy's doing that, I want to
I'm almost done.
While she's doing that, I want to pull over our YouTube channel because we're super excited about it. And I'm just going to share my screen with you.
Oh my gosh. Is our episode released now, Drew?
It is, yeah. So if you guys have a look, we've been putting a whole lot more effort into our YouTube channel. So this is what you should see. So I gotta go over here. So when you go to youtube.com/trueformlife, what are you doing? It's not working.
Not working? The screen share?
No, it is, but I don't know what. Okay, anyways. So this is what you're going to see. Dorothy and I are super excited that right here you can see Day in the Life, episode number 1. We just launched that, and we just sent that out in our regular newsletter. So if you haven't subscribed, you might not know that it's live. We're going to share that later, but we're so excited that that finally is launched and rocking. As you can see, we have Mussels and Red Sauce. That just went up. And then Dorothy's first episode over there, it says Cooking with Dorothy number 1, her protein balls. So all of our past recordings are here on this YouTube channel, and we'd really appreciate if you would subscribe because that certainly helps our channel grow. And then you can go here and you can check out all our past episodes. So we are very excited about it, and we're going to do some more optimizing and more sharing. And that Day in the Life is going to be exclusive for YouTube. We're not going to be sharing that anywhere else. So if you want to watch that, that's really Dorothy and I acting crazy.
We will put little snippets or teasers onto Facebook so that you will be reminded that there's a new video on YouTube. But we would really love it if you would subscribe to our, do you say page?
Channel.
To our channel on YouTube.
Yeah. Now it's rolling here. So we show some of our popular episodes. So we have almost 9,000 views on our 10-day challenge. I got some old ones 4 years ago. I put up some sleep videos. We have all our workouts up here. So anyways, I'll let you get back to it here, Dorothy. But
well, if you want a good laugh, you can go look at our videos from like 5 years ago.
Those
when
are
we first started doing videos, oh man.
it's entertaining. So,
Yeah.
so if you could go to YouTube, you could search in True Form Life, or you could search Drew Tadia. Dorothy Keefe is in there quite a bit. So, anyways, I'm gonna bring you guys back here.
Which camera?
Just wait, I'm getting there. Oh wait, here we go. All right, we're gonna bring Dorothy back. We're back.
Back.
Okay,
Back
let's.
in studio.
I'm gonna go with this camera. We're gonna see if you. Oh, see if you did anything.
I think I did it, guys. What do you think?
Oh, you did it.
No blocks.
There's a little one on the right there.
And this one,
Little tiny
it's
one.
a little questionable, but it didn't really get on the tray.
Ah,
I think I won.
you did a pretty good job. Very
All right,
good job.
so what I did, which camera am I on? So what I didn't mention in the beginning of the show was to preheat your oven to 350. We're not going to bake ours up right now. We'll do that in the morning because it is smoking hot here. We don't want to put the oven on and heat up the house. But it's a good, I guess, thing in the morning to do in the summer days is to bake in the morning because it's so hot in the evenings and before you go to sleep, it's hard to. If you heat up the house, then it's hard to sleep. So you'll want to bake these at 350, 15 to 20 minutes. Kind of got to watch them pretty well. So I usually set the timer between 12 and 15 somewhere and watch them. If I have to go above 15, I usually check them every minute. Just because with the healthier baking, it will go from just right, like lightly brown, to burnt pretty quickly. So you'll just have to watch it a bit closely. So make sure that you're around. Make sure your timer's on, and make sure nobody turns off your timer.
I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't set it. Dorothy forgot to set her timer.
I didn't forget. I set the timer, and then Drew's turned off on me.
Dorothy forgot to set the timer, and then she's like, "My timer didn't go off. You must have deleted it."
He did. It's the only answer.
Vanda said, "I totally get that, Drew. Just resin it." Yeah, I know, Vanda. I'm good with that. I like it. I just thought I would explain that. She's talking about the dogs and why we don't have one at this point. And then when we were talking about our YouTube channel, Vanda said, "Very nice, exciting."
Thanks, Vanda.
We are excited, Vanda.
Mm-hmm.
So Sue said, so the pan will wait overnight.
Yes, Sue. So sometimes we prepare our baking in the evening, and then in the morning when we first get up, we prepare it. And then in the morning when we get up, then we'll throw it in right away when it's still a little bit cooler in the morning. So I'll just throw it in the fridge just like this overnight. And last time we did the same thing with our cookies. We had them all ready to go on the baking sheet, and in the morning we threw them in the oven. The cookies last week are nice because they only take about 8 minutes. So if you didn't get a chance to join us live last week for the peanut butter cookies, tune into that one. Where would they access that one, Drew?
To that YouTube channel I just showed you guys?
To the YouTube channel. So go to YouTube and look that one up because they're a really super quick and easy one to make, and they only take 8 minutes to bake. These guys take about 15 minutes to bake, so a bit longer.
Yeah. And then we should probably mention the stove, because the stove would depend on time too, wouldn't it? I don't know.
Like the different kinds of stoves? Yeah, because it's hard to say because some stoves are hotter, some are not so hot. So it does depend on your stove. So that's why in any recipe it's always good to go a little bit less time and then check. So in this recipe it calls 15 to 20 minutes. So check maybe at 12, 13 minutes, see how they're doing. And then after 15, I would check like every minute or a couple minutes if you have to go beyond that.
Louise said it makes it nice, makes it smell nice in the house in the morning.
It does.
You know what one of my favorite smells, Louise, is our True Form homemade granola on like in the morning on the weekends. I love that smell.
That's a nice one.
We have 71 hearts. Can we get to 100?
Woo!
That's crazy. 71.
Hearts.
Can we get 100 hearts?
I just wanted to show too, like these ones we cooked up this morning, they're baked up. And a lot of people ask about our baking. Is it rock hard? What is the consistency like? Because a lot of conventional flours, gluten-free flours, make the baking so dense and puckish. It's like really hard and not moist. But if I walk, can I walk to that camera super close?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I walk over here, I just want to show you like it pulls.
Oh, you're too close.
I'm too close? How about here?
Yeah, that's better.
It pulls apart so nicely and it's very moist and juicy and yum inside. That's what I want to show you. But because of this, and there's no preservatives in these, they don't sit on the counter. They have to sit in the fridge because if they sit on the counter, they're not going to last long. Sometimes we've forgotten, and they will start to grow hair like over a day or two because they're just so moist and...
Probably not a day or two.
They have to. Okay, never mind. But in the fridge, they should go in the fridge.
They probably last about a week in the fridge.
Yeah. They'll last a lot longer in the fridge.
And
I was talking about on the counter.
And they could probably also freeze them.
Right.
You put them in the pantry, and I tell you that breads don't go in the pantry, they go in the fridge. And Dorothy doesn't like that, as you can tell from that look on her face.
Breads don't go in the pantry.
Because they get moldy. So Dorothy put the muffins, they're super moist. She put them in the pantry, and they got moldy. And I was like, I told you!
You know, sometimes I'm just cleaning up, and when I clean up, what would you call me, like Tasmanian devil through?
I don't know.
When I clean up, it's just like this, like tornado, and I'm just like throwing stuff in the cupboards and like cleaning everything up, and then sometimes things end up in the pantry that shouldn't be in the pantry.
Chantel says it's flying hearts. We're at 138 hearts.
You guys are awesome.
That's awesome. Louise said I freeze them. They taste pretty good frozen too.
Yeah.
We should probably wrap things up. As much fun as we're having,
Yeah.
just to respect everyone's time. I think.
That's right. One more thing is, this was one batch. It makes 12 muffins, but like we said, they freeze so nicely. So you might want to consider doing a double batch and then freezing a batch, because it's really nice to have something in the freezer you can just pull out, because we all know sometimes we don't have as much time certain weekends for prep. So if you have stuff in the freezer already, you can just pull that out, which is nice. So we do have to announce our winner for last week's draw, and then please let us know if you're still here watching. Just give us still here in the comments.
Type in breathing love.
Oh, breathing love.
That's the code word.
That's the name of the book. So that's our code word. It's breathing love. So type that into the comments. And if you type that in, we will enter you in for next week's draw. And we'll announce that at the end of next week's show.
Just make sure you're subscribed to our newsletter. Or subscribed to Cooking with Dorothy. I put that link in the comments because we check that, and then we check to see if you're watching live.
Cross-reference. and just please let us know if your email address doesn't match your name, so that we know who you are.
Yeah, we were going through the emails today, and there's some crazy names out there.
Well, we don't know who that is.
Right, we like them, though. I like them.
And the creativeness. We're not squashing your creativity.
So we have all kinds of people saying breathing love. So
awesome, guys.
We have to announce the winner. Let me pull this up real quick. I'm going to share my screen. That should be it. Okay, I'm sharing my screen right here. This is Meditation in Action. This is from Exploring Mind and Body, our syndicated radio show. It's also a podcast. You can find it on iTunes. You can subscribe there too. I know there's a couple of you that are subscribed and watch that as well. But we have Meditation in Action by Jenny Lee. We're giving that out next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the end of the show next week, we're giving that one out.
So if you guys miss any shows, you can also go to exploringmindandbody.com to check out the past shows there. And every time you download a show or listen to a show, that helps us out as well. So that's...
And right now, we're going to draw for Michelle's book. I don't know if you want to show them that book. Oh, dear.
Just wait. Oh, wait, Michelle's book. Okay, wait, I was laughing here at... You guys have Dorothy back up? Susan. Susan Matthews. Sue said, so what's wrong with Swampy? No, Swampaloo. That was one of the email addresses. That I was like, who is Swampaloo? Okay, that's awesome. Thanks for letting us know, Sue.
Now we'll match that up.
And now we know Swamp. Can you tell us where Swamp Lil came from? I would like to know that story. Okay, and then, so today's book was Michelle's?
Michelle Fondant's book, yeah.
Okay.
That's who we're drawing for right now. So if you tuned in last week and you were subscribed to Cooking with Dorothy, then you put your name in the draw. We have a winner.
That's right. And it's this one here. Oh, wait. We got her alcohol one come up. She came on here twice.
Did you not find the real one?
I got it now.
Okay. Did you show them?
I'm showing them.
Okay.
I'm showing you guys. This is the Wheel of Healing with Ayurveda. This is Michelle Fondant. We actually met her in person here at the beach this summer, last week.
Yeah, it's super cool. And that's one of the things that we love about traveling, too, is that we get to meet people. And, like, traveling in the radio show is that a lot of times when we're traveling around, we get to meet the people that Drew interviewed. So, there's been a number of different occasions or different times that we have connected with people and been able to meet up with them on our travels. So.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to...
Can I do a piece of paper and show them on the screen?
Yeah. We pulled that when we're...
On this camera?
Go on this one.
Go on that
I
camera?
think it zooms better.
Okay. That one's going to...
Lower it.
Lower it.
And bring it back a bit.
Bring it back a bit.
I mean, towards you.
Oh, back.
Tina!
Woo!
Tina Thomas, congrats. That's awesome. Thank you so much for your support, Tina. She helped us with CTP, getting us closer to our, you're on that camera.
I never remember.
She's got us closer to feeding a family with 50 bags, and she's supporting us with all kinds of different things. It's crazy what her and Chantel have helped with. And same with, there's so many. There's Vanda and Louise. We wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you so much for your support.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a wrap.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, we just had, we got it. Chantel said, woohoo, Tina. Vanda said, congrats. Louise said, congrats. Tina said, yay. Yay.
If you haven't commented Breathing Love, comment that in the comments. Write that in the comment section. And we'll be drawing for Breathing Love next show, at the end of the next show. Next show is episode 4 already. That's crazy. And I'm not quite sure. I have a couple of ideas of what we're making next week. But tune in to our Facebook pages and stuff this coming week, and we'll announce what we are making.
We'll also let you know in the email.
Yes. So, of course, we'll send you the recipe if you're subscribed to Cooking with Dorothy. We will send you the email beforehand so you will know what we're making before tuning in next Tuesday.
I think we got everyone. This is Louise said Breathing Love, Chantel, Vanda, Lindsay Luff, Susan, or Sue. I think that's it. If I missed you guys, let me know. Vanda said I subscribed today. I saw that come in today, Vanda. So awesome.
Yay! Thanks, Vanda.
And then Susan said our place is Swamp Lily Ranch, and I'm Swamp Lil. All right. However you roll, Sue, it's okay with us. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Would you like to? I didn't. It's still live.
Oh, it's still live.
Still live.
I thought we were going off here. Thanks for tuning in, guys, to tonight to Cooking with Dorothy. We'll be back at it next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So I hope you come back and check out what we're whipping up next week. Thanks for tuning in. Congrats to Tina on her win. And we will see who the winner is next week of Breathing Love. So I hope you all have a fantastic week. I'm sure we'll see you before Tuesday. We've got our live show on Friday as well, Friday morning, 7:30 Mountain Time, 7:30 a.m. Mountain Time. So hopefully we'll catch you in there as well Friday morning.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Don't forget to go check out episode 1 of Day in the Life with D&D on YouTube. So we're super excited to have you guys watch that one, and we've got more coming at you. So bye for now, but I'm sure we'll see you online this week. Bye, guys.
See you guys.